Hi Pisces, how are you? Welcome to your daily reading. This is take 3. I feel like Pisces, this is what I'm feeling, okay? I started doing a reading for you and it didn't feel right and I didn't connect with it and it was very confusing and it was giving me a headache and I thought this I'm not getting the clear message, so I just scrapped it and decided to start over. And then the camera was acting up, so scrapped that, started over, and then here we are, take number 3. The feeling that I'm getting and what I was getting previously as well is someone preparing for a conversation and they want to make sure they say everything they want to say. So I don't know if someone's putting together a presentation because they want to submit a proposal, they want to submit an application, they want to submit their CV somewhere, or if someone's just writing stuff down to send a message, to send an email, or writing stuff down, giving themselves notes to prepare for a conversation, and they want to make sure they say everything they want to say the way they want to say it, they don't forget anything. Okay, but I feel this energy of someone preparing for a conversation. They're writing stuff down that they want to say to make sure they don't forget anything, right? Or that could again come up as someone's putting together a pack, a presentation, a file to submit, and it has to be right. Okay, so Pisces, let's see if that comes back out in the reading. What does Pisces need to know at this time? As always, take what resonates, disregard the rest. Don't force anything to fit. Feel free to check out any other video on the channel. I say this for anyone who's new. Okay, and if you don't have any significant Pisces placements and you are still guided here, trusted there are messages here for you. Watch your weeklies, your you versus them. Thank you all for liking, for sharing, for commenting, and for subscribing. It's free and it's a good way and it's a healthy way for us to share positive energy and support for one another, isn't it? All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on, because honestly, what's going on for Pisces at this time? Okay, I changed the deck. Interesting. Mercury is still retrograde when I'm recording this, so it's not completely shocking, but that we're redoing readings. Here we go. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands. Magnetic energy, attraction, chemistry. Also a lot of just joy, celebration, happiness, receiving a lot of positive attention. Let me just get some coffee. Pisces, I feel like a lot of people have had their eye on you. For some of you, I heard specifically you're going to be receiving flowers today. Giving or receiving flowers. So I don't know. If that's you, come back and tell us. So let's see. Current situation, the Three of Pentacles. Collaboration, team effort, group effort, building, developing, growing. This could also be a time of assessments, reviews. The challenge, the Four of Pentacles. Saving, budgeting, being afraid of change, being afraid you don't really have enough when in reality you do, being closed off to something. I also see an energy where you want to be independent and someone is really not allowing you or making it very difficult for you to leave a current group or partnership because it benefits them, that you're working with them or for them. Does that make sense? Okay. In the foundation, we have the Five of Cups. Some sort of loss, separation, breakup, sadness, depression. Pisces, I feel like whatever this is has been draining you. I feel like someone's been profiting, financially especially, but also a sense of security and sense of comfort from you being with them, working with them, working for them, being there for them, supporting them somehow. Even though it's been draining you, it's been benefiting them, which is why they're trying to hold on and prevent the situation from changing. But actually, I feel like you want to be somewhere else, you want to do something else. In the recent past, we have the Hierophant. Contract, commitment, also rules, regulation, having to conform to someone else's rules, expectations, regulations, marriage, family dynamics, family traditions, cultural traditions and expectations. On the mind, I feel like something is not what you thought it was going to be. Yeah, we have justice. And you're making a decision about walking away from a commitment, a contract, something that you thought was going to be long-term, but it turns out it's not. Or it was presented to you in a certain light, and it turns out it's not what it was presented to you. You know? And you're making a decision to separate, to walk away, to break up, to divorce, and in your notice, sever ties. If this is you that has been holding on to being part of a group, being part of something else, and conforming to the rules and regulations that come with it, because you've been afraid that you wouldn't make it on your own, or you couldn't do it on your own, or whatever the case may be, you're recognizing that it's draining you. It's not making you happy. That's not the way for you. You should be on your own. You should be independent. You should be doing something else. Walking your own path, living to your own rules. And that's the clarity and the decision that you're coming to. So let's see what's going on today. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. And the Four of Swords. You're taking a step back from something, Pisces. You're taking a step back from being part of a group, an association, a corporation, a team, community, to walk your own path and for you to align with who you want to align with. So this could be where you're walking away from a corporate job to start your own business with the Queen of Wands. And this is where you're working with a like-minded person, a like-minded individual. They are sharing information and guidance on how you can set things up and make sure everything's in line and in place. Or you have a business partner that you want to work with, and maybe you were prevented from associating with this person under the terms that you were in previously. And now you're saying, okay, well, I'm out of that. I'm my own person. I work for myself, or I make my own decisions now, and I want to team up and partner up with this person or this company, do this project. Okay, you took some time to think about it with the Four of Swords, but you're clear on it now. You know what the right decision is. Okay, sorry, I'm covering my mic to hopefully prevent you from hearing me drink my coffee, but let's see, Pisces. You're stepping away. If this has been you stuck having to choose between two things, because you have three threes on the board, and you were afraid of making a choice, you were afraid of change, you were afraid of making the wrong choice, you are now recognizing that, you know what, I need to do what's best for me. Because I feel like the thing that gave you pause, the thing that made you hesitate, was other people's beliefs, other people's expectations, other people's demands of you, opinions. And whatever it is, you've come to clarity. You said, you know what, I tried it your way and I'm miserable. I tried to fit in and I'm miserable. I tried to do what you said I should do and I'm miserable. And that's the only clarity I need to start making different decisions and be on my own, or head towards what I want to do, what I'm passionate about, or who I'm passionate about. Okay? Because it feels like, yeah, you just tried to go along with someone else's beliefs or someone else's expectations, or stepped into some sort of contract or commitment because you thought that's what you had to do, be a part of a group, be under someone's wing, be associated with a group of people or a corporation or a community, because either you were afraid of standing on your own 2 feet, or you weren't ready, or you had doubts and fears that you wouldn't make it on your own, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like whatever you've been doing, working on yourself, investing in yourself, paying attention, learning, it helped you gain your confidence. And now you're saying, I am good enough and strong enough and wise enough to stand on my own 2 feet. I don't have to be associated with this anymore. And you're stepping away from that. Okay? to walk your own path, to do things that you want to do, however that makes sense. So let's see. Let's get more cards out here for Pisces. 3 of Pentacles in the current situation. Yeah, the Star. There's also some positive reviews, positive results coming your way that give you this push to walk your own path. This is very much an independent type of energy. Walking your own path, doing your own thing, following your own star, as it were. But there is a yes, there's an approval, there's a wish come true here to do with an assessment. So either someone else told you what they thought, someone else gave you an assessment of what you were dealing with or putting forward, or this is your case was assessed and you were successful and you got the money you were going for, the business loan you were going for, whatever that is, right? 4 of Pentacles in the challenge. Yeah, see, the Hermit. You were afraid to walk your own path. You were afraid to do things your own way. You didn't trust yourself. You thought you didn't know enough. You didn't have enough. And that is what now is changing. The 5 of Cups in the foundation, the 6 of Pentacles. You were giving to too many people. You were looking after too many people. You were bound by everyone else's opinions, company policies, procedures, family expectations, societal expectations, someone else you were partnered up with, their expectations, looking after them and their family, looking after them and whatever. And it was draining you, Pisces. It was draining you. In the meantime, you were turning your back on what truly makes you happy, that 2 of Cups there. Okay? This is a situation that was, it's healthy, it's balanced, there's healthy give and take. It's your true 2 of Cups, and you had your back turned to it because you were part of 3 of Cups, a group of a community. If it's a relationship, a couple dynamic, there were too many people involved. So if you weren't listening to everyone else, your partner was always listening to everyone else and talking to you about what other people think the 2 of you should be doing. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of dynamic. Definitely too many cooks in the kitchen. And you try to go along with it because you felt like you had to. It could have been out of a sense of, you know what, I made a promise, I made a commitment, I have to keep it. But also there's this sense of responsibility, obligation. The Hierophant in the recent past, the Fool. You walked away from this, Pisces. You walked away from a marriage, a long-term commitment, a family dynamic, long-term contract, or contract with a big corporation or family business even, or anything to do with government, education, anything, again, right? There's a lot of rules, procedures, restrictions. Even if it was a small community, there was very much a case of you have to conform. You don't ask questions, you don't challenge, you do what you're told. And that's what you walked away from with the Fool in the recent past. You did. Justice on the mind, 2 Wands, yeah. You're making different choices for yourself. I feel like you're in a position of been there, done that. I was miserable, not doing that again. I feel like, Pisces, you had to go through this and you had to reach this point of been there, done that, and I was miserable. You had to know that going through that or living that way or doing things that way or being with that person or being in that job would make you miserable and drained. To have the clarity and the confidence to say, I want something else, or I'm ready to go for something else. And that's what you're doing. Okay? 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 4 of Swords. We have the Emperor, we have the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you are now in this Emperor position. You could be an Aries cusper, and Aries could be involved, where you are calling the shots. Okay, the difference between the Hierophant and the Emperor is exactly what we're talking about here. The Hierophant is you have to conform. No questions asked. Do what you're told. The Emperor, you can't tell the Emperor what to do. He'll chop your head off. He's like, you don't tell me what to do. This is my land. This is my rule. I call the shots. I'm not bound by anything. I don't answer to anyone. It's my own strength and wisdom and capability and sense of duty that guides my decisions. I decide what's best for the greater good here. I decide what's best for everyone involved. And in this case, I decide what's best for me. You don't get a say. You don't get an opinion. It doesn't have to fit your expectations. And that's the difference. That's the difference, Pisces. You really come into your own. And you're headed towards someone to tell them, lovers, you've made a decision, Justice card, Knight of Wands, to tell them, hey, this is what I want. You are what I want. I want to be with you. I want to work with you. I want to start this with you. I want to collaborate with you. Whatever this is. It's a new partnership. A new association. Where you have power. Okay? Before you gave your power away. And that's fine. There's a reason, you know, there's stages in life. And there are times when we're better off being associated with others. Being part of a group. Fitting in. Nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is you've outgrown that phase in your life, Pisces, and you're in the phase of your life where you walk your own path, you call your own shots, you make up your own mind, and you take action accordingly. You've come into this place of confidence, of recognizing that you are wise enough, you are strong enough, you have everything you need to make it on your own, to live life on your terms. So for some of you, this could be starting your own business. And there's nothing to say you can't do a job and your business at the same time, but you're calling the shots and you're telling where you put your resources. You decide, okay? What's more important, what you're focused on at different times. This could be walking away from outdated beliefs that involve walking away from a family dynamic, walking away from a relationship, walking away from a community, walking away from a club, group, association, whatever the case may be. Joining another that is more in line with who you are now and what you want now. Or starting your own thing that you rule, that you lead. Okay? And what else for Pisces? Ten of Swords, Temperance, and the King of Swords. We saw the King of Swords in your previous readings as well. You've healed from some sort of an ending. It could have been this, you having to walk away from a family dynamic. It could have been as a result of a betrayal, or it could be, again, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups is rock bottom. I have nothing left to give. I'm still miserable. These people are still not happy. So, you know, what am I doing this for? Right? You've healed from that. You found your balance. You found your footing in this new world that you're creating for yourself. You're making decisions, you're calling the shots. There's a very straightforward conversation that is happening here with the King of Swords. To do with partnership, collaboration, union, joining forces in a healthy and balanced way. Because you're now ready. You've healed, you're ready. You're making things official, you're making things known. Under the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Empress. And now you have the Emperor and the Empress here, with the Lovers in between. And the Hierophant. Coming out of a Four of Cups situation. Coming out of stale energy, discontent, boredom, same old, not fulfilled, not nurtured, on again, off again relationship. Making someone else happy, Nine of Cups. Fulfilling someone else's wants and needs. And when it comes to you, you're always left waiting. It's never your time. It's never your turn for you to receive, for you to be happy. It's never about you, right? That's where you're coming out of. That's the clarity and the realization you've had. With Judgment on the past, Six of Cups, Eight of Swords, the past was holding you back. A past dynamic was holding you back. Eight of Swords, blocked, stuck. And now you have this new energy that you want to head towards. And that's what you're doing, Pisces. All right, so let's see your oracle cards. Beautiful reading, Pisces. Beautiful reading. So, on a day-to-day, this is conversation happening. A trip could be significant. An interview. Something you've applied for is being granted and gifted to you, awarded to you. Because you have an approval here. You have a yes answer. You took a chance. You might have taken a chance on something while you were still in this contract or commitment. You took a chance. You applied. You sent out a resume. You tested the waters somehow. And these are your results. okay, that now give you clarity of, okay, that is an opportunity for me, that is available to me, I could go for that. And that's what sets things in motion, where you're separating yourself from something that has been a dead end in your life, and you're headed towards, okay, tell me more about that, let's start this, let's do that. Joining forces, okay, the Temperance with the Two of Cups and the Lovers in between is a new union, a new partnership, a new commitment. And it could be a commitment you make to yourself, or it could be a commitment involving another person, a company, a project, whatever the case may be. Travel could be significant, relocation, job change. But there's also a very straightforward conversation, something you've been sitting on with the Four of Swords, contemplating, perfecting in your head. You're now finally traveling, taking action to have the conversation. I feel like it's important to you that it be in person, and if not, over the phone, so you can see each other, video call, or at least hear each other. Okay? You've come out of a group, a community. If it was a relationship, there were too many people involved. It was draining you. There might have been betrayal involved somehow. And yet you kept trying, you know. And now you're done. Now you're saying, you know what? Why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? I'm not happy. I deserve to be happy. Whatever happened, okay, you got your confidence back. There's been a moment of clarity with Judgment, Pisces, where you stopped and you thought, I feel like something happened where you got together with a different group of people. Instead of the Three of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles here, where it's like-minded people. You work towards the same goals. You see things the same way. You want the same things. It could have been at a gathering, an event, something fun, okay, whatever the case may be. And you felt included, and you felt seen, and you felt important, and you felt appreciated. You didn't feel like the odd man out anymore, like the bad guy. Why do you always have questions? Why do you always go against what you're told? Why do you always challenge what you're told? Why do you always come up with improvement ideas and opportunities? No one asked you, Pisces, sit down and shut up. Versus this, where it's like, oh my God, Pisces, that's amazing. Yeah, that's great. Or I was thinking the same thing. Let's see how we can make it happen. And that was your clarity, Pisces, of, you know what? Maybe there's nothing wrong with me. Maybe I've just been hanging around the wrong people, or I've just been trying to fit in the wrong environment where they don't see me, they're never going to see me, they don't get me, they're never going to get me. Versus here, they see me, they appreciate me for exactly who I am. I am good enough. I am smart enough. I am wise enough. I am capable enough. And that is a clarity that a lot of you have had. It's not me. I'm not the problem. I've just been trying to fit in the wrong box. You know what I mean? Exchanging gifts, speaking of box, number 29. Yeah, you're coming out of the wrong box and going into the right one, Pisces. What else? Fork in the road. Yeah, you've been stuck trying to make this decision. And you've been confused. Again, 13 adding up to a 4 of Pentacles. There was a fear of change. There was a fear of, and it stemmed from insecurity, Pisces. I don't know if I'm making the right decision. That comes from insecurity. And I say that with love. We've all been there. And this clarity that you've had helped you see that, you know what, if this is what I want to do right now and I'm feeling so drawn to it and I enjoy myself when I'm there and I'm excited when I think about it, that's enough for me to go for it. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But I trust myself and I respect myself and I love myself enough to give me that opportunity. That's the difference, okay? That's the Emperor energy talking. There could have been a gift that you received from someone that made you, that really opened your eyes to the fact that, oh my God, they value me for exactly who I am. Because it wasn't in this dynamic that you received gifts. You never received gifts over here. And if you did, they never let you forget it. And they made you feel like you owed them things. And a gift could be support, help, appreciation. Actual gifts. Come on, camera. Okay. Right? And so all of a sudden, you're like, why are you... Why are you giving me gifts? Like, what is this? It's unfamiliar to me. Why are you showing me attention and appreciation and compliments and what's going on? You know, because you were conditioned, so either never get them, or if you get them, there's something going on. They want something from you, right? And you were dealing with someone or a group of people who were just like, because you're amazing, Pisces, that's why. No strings attached. And you're like, oh my God, that's what I would do, but I thought it was wrong. I thought I had to do what these people did. You know what I mean, Pisces? What else for Pisces? What else for Pisces? Okay. So we have go to distance again. You've already made up your mind. With the 47, this is telling you to follow through. It is the right decision, Pisces. Follow through. Get yourself out of an unfulfilling thing and go to distance in the direction you've chosen for yourself, the Two of Wands and the Justice card. It is the right decision. Okay, we have by the book, 11. You've been living by someone else's book. You've been living by someone else's rules. You've been living by someone else's expectations. And that's okay. It has its purpose and its time in each of our lives, that period. But you're now in a place where you write the book. It's your book, Pisces. You write it. Okay? That's the difference. And we have the fates, destiny, Wheel of Fortune type of energy, wish granted again, right? Very destined meeting here, a very destined encounter you had with this person or these people. They just showed you unconditional love and affection and appreciation, interest, no strings attached. I feel like you came across a person or a group of people or a company that embodies those beliefs, right? That are exactly the way you would be if you were left to your own devices. Happy, free, carefree, giving, nurturing, abundant, sharing, loving. But because you've been in this environment and you've tried to fit in someone else's box, you were pretty much told or taught that the way you are is wrong. The way you think is wrong. Your ideas are dumb. Your beliefs are stupid. You're very critical place, okay, with a lot of pressure for you to conform, for you to fit in, be who you're told you are, and do what you're told to do. If you do anything the way you want to, that is stupid. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fall apart. They might actually have sabotaged things you tried to do and initiate to prove to you, see, I told you if you did anything on your own you would fail. You have to do what we're telling you. Oh my God, Pisces. Message in a bottle and imagine, number 20. There's a communication, Four of Swords, imagine. There's a communication that you've been thinking about, dreaming about. You've had this message and this communication in your dreams, Pisces, okay? And this is the day that I feel like you're writing it down and you're sending it out, or you're picking up the phone, or you're showing up to the person, to the company, to the place, and you're having a conversation that you've always wanted to have, that you've wanted to have for a long time, okay? No more holding yourself back. No more playing by someone else's rules. Pisces, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, okay? Because we are trailblazers. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Pisces sun, but we are, okay? The way we see things, people can't see what we see, okay? And it's important to acknowledge that. Our issue as Pisces is that we're not that confident. That's our lesson, right? To learn to see our value, to learn to see our own strengths, and to act like it, right? We're always too mindful and too careful about other people, all right? To where we feel bad if we stand up for ourselves. We feel bad if we say no. We feel bad if we put up a boundary. We feel bad taking charge and going like, this is what we're doing, right? And Pisces, you've come to the place of, you've learned all that. You've come into your power. You're like, just because I have a firm opinion doesn't mean I'm hurting your feelings. If you're taking it that way, then that's a you problem. That's not me. I know my intentions. I'm not going to doubt myself. I'm not going to question myself. Whereas before, if you said something, someone took it the wrong way and they threw a fit or they started crying, you felt horrible because you actually felt like, oh my God, what did I say? I must be a horrible person to do that to you, right? I should have thought about it better. I should have not said that. Should have done, you were questioning yourself and taking it upon yourself that you were wrong. You made a mistake. And you've come to understand that, you know what, I know my intentions. My intentions are pure and healthy, but I do have boundaries. We all should have boundaries. That's a healthy thing. That's not a selfish thing. And if I say something to you with the best of intentions and you take it the wrong way, that really doesn't have anything to do with me. So I'm not going to take it upon myself. You need to take it upon yourself to figure it out, you know? And that is a very strong position to be in, Pisces, because you can really make stuff happen now. When you don't doubt yourself and you don't second guess yourself. Because we're incredible manifestors as Pisces. We really are. We attract everything we want. We don't have to do that much. It's just our beliefs and the force behind our beliefs. I don't know why I feel like I'm lecturing you today, Pisces, but I feel like it's important. But when you try to manifest something and you have doubt, it's never going to happen. You know? So this is a huge time in your life, Pisces, where you're coming into your own. You see yourself, you respect yourself, you value yourself, and now you're associating with people, places, and environments that match that. Okay? They don't try to make you fit into a box you don't go in. They go, Pisces, you're awesome, you're amazing, we trust your vision, we trust your ideas, we trust your opinions, you have free reign, tell us what you need us to do, but you go, Pisces, because you got this. We're learning from you, right? So Pisces, you are a trailblazer, not only for yourself, but also for others, because Pisces, whether you know it or not, you're inspiring other people. You're inspiring other people. And that's a big thing, okay? So let's do your yes or no question. Let me know what you think, guys. This reading was intense. Beautiful, but intense. Let's do your yes or no, okay? So Pisces, this is where you phrase your question in a way that it needs a yes or no answer. And you pick a number between 1 and 3. I recommend picking one number because we're being so specific, but if you feel like you want to pick several, you take your own guidance. Now let's see what's going on. You can pause the video to think of your question if you have to. Is it a yes or no for Pisces? 1, 2, and 3. If you pick number 1, the answer is maybe. I feel like for you, number 1, the answer is maybe because you need more information. There's a way to do what you're trying to do. There's a way to, this is basically learn the game to play the game. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you, number 1. What you're asking about is a maybe because you need more information. And it could be where you just need to research what the process is for an application or what the legislation is on something, okay? Or it's a case of learn the game to play the game. Learn the rules so that you can bend the rules if you have to. Make your own rules within the rules. Does that make sense? It kind of goes in line with today's reading. It's also the Hierophant. Number 2, your answer is yes. What you're asking about is coming to you. There's a big completion. There's a big conclusion here. Happy results, I hear, or happiness about results. Graduation, being absolved of something, paying off debt. That could also be coming up for you. However that resonates, okay? And if you chose number 3, your answer is maybe. And I feel like for you, number 3, again, it's similar to number 1. You might have picked number 1 as well, where you need to talk to an expert or get a second opinion. Either get more information about what you're trying to do from an expert, a professional, someone in the field, someone who's already doing it and has the knowledge and the experience, an advisor of sorts, and they'll point you in the right direction and your answer will be yes, or get a second opinion. That's what I hear. Okay, so that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. I'm looking forward to your thoughts and your comments on this one because it was intense and it went deep, but it was beautiful, Pisces, because it's your time. It is your time, all right? So I'm looking forward to your thoughts. Okay, let me know what you think of the reading and how it resonates with you and where it hits home for you if it does. But I'm going to leave it there. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.